Hello everyone and welcome to Net Crypto, where you get important information and news about all coins and tokens of interest. And today we are taking a look at yPredict.ai, right? So this is a pre-sale which is going to be launching quite soon. So as we normally do on this channel, we're trying to evaluate, is it legit or is it a scam? Because we have seen a whole bunch of pre-sales that have scammed millions and millions of money from investors, right? And I've been looking at scams, and the whole landscape of scams have changed, and it seems to be the focus now is in pre-sales, right? So we're going to try to evaluate this one to see if it's a scam or if it is legit. Right, so yPredict currently they claim here that they've raised about 3.6 million. They want to raise about 4.5 million. Pre-sale price 0.1 and listing price 0.12. Next price increase up, next price until next price, right? So pre-sale is a stage 7, right? So one of the things that I do not like here is listing price, right? So they are saying pre-sale price is this one, 0.1, and listing price 0.12, right? So this sort of like gives an investor that thought that maybe the price is going to pump, right? But there are no guarantees on the price. That's one thing that you just need to know. Forget any guarantees. If anything, the price in a pre-sale is actually much higher than what the price will be after launch, right? We have seen how the price dumps in most of the pre-sales, even legit ones, right? You see the price dump. So if you want to buy, me, I always recommend to buy after the launch, right? After the launch will be the time to, of course, there are some projects that have launched and just accelerated the price going up, but that is like 1 in 100, right? Majority of the projects, the price in the pre-sale is like 3, 4, 5 times higher than what it is right after launch. So you need to be extremely careful there. Not financial advice. It's completely up to you, right? So in our evaluation of whether it's a scam or it's legit, we have to see the value proposition, right? So here they're talking about, we see here AI signals, real-time trading signals from cutting-edge predictive models by top 1% of AI expect, sentiment analysis, um, real-time sentiment analysis on all popular crypto coins, technical analysis by AI. Uh, Let AI find the most effective indicators for your asset. 25 plus chart pattern recognition, state of the art predictive models, and data insights built by 1% of AI developers and quants, enabling market participants to get unbeatable edge in different industries, including finance, health, and human resources. Right? So one of the things from even the most seasoned investors, right, that advice that I took was, if someone has got a secret formula for trading, secret formulas for trading, they exist, right? That's where most of these indicators came from, like MACD, the Fibonacci, 200-day moving average, 100-day moving average, and all that. All of these, they were actually secret at some point. Someone used them to gain the market, right? So if you ever see someone promising you secret methods of being able to actually use gain money, you have to ask yourself, why are they not keeping it secret and just make millions and billions of dollars, right, in secret? You have to just ask that question as an investor. Why are you not using these secret methods to just make yourselves rich, right? Than just telling everyone your secret method. Why are you not keeping it to yourself? It just makes perfect sense, right? That's just one thing to just, you need to ask yourself, right? An ever-growing ecosystem of cutting-edge AI products, right? Backlink estimator. This is quite interesting, right? I think if you're interested, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up to the video. If you want us to really get into yPredict and try to dissect each and every offering that they have here, because I think there are quite a lot that they are offering, right? Which is in itself quite a risk, right? Because we see here some of the things that they are offering. We see here yPredict editor. So the first one is this one, live now, backlink estimator. So what is this all about? Accurately predict backlink count, authority metrics, and make metadata driven decisions. Stay ahead of the competition with our powerful backlink estimator. So yPredict editor, affordable AI powered content solution, streamlines workflow with an AI editor, natural language processing driven keyword suggestions, and comprehensive scoring. Holistic content quality assessment through aggregate score calculation and AI powered suggestions for engaging optimized content, right? yPredict analytics, right? And we've got yPredict predictions, yPredict marketplace, right? So these are all products that they are offering, which are coming soon, most of them, right? So for me, I need to wait and see that the team is actually releasing these products, right? Because I've seen some projects, they claim a whole bunch. For example, there's one scam that we followed on this channel for 1 year. We did a case study on it. They promised a whole bunch and never delivered anything, right? They promised a pet in the metaverse and nothing transpired. And now the whole liquidity of the community is locked in some Malta SIG wallet, and it's a whole huge scam, right? But I'm not saying it's the same for yPredict, but it's always wise to wait and see that the team is actually delivering on what they have promised, right? You need to see that they're delivering on that. Attend as many AMAs as possible. I didn't really see a lot of AMAs, right, for this one. And one thing that is always important for us when you're evaluating project is, especially a project that promises a multitude of products such as this one, is to look at the team. Is the team doxed, right? And also the roadmap, because the roadmap is absolutely important, right? When it comes to a project that promises a whole lot, because as an investor, it's good, it's pretty to have a lot of offerings. This is what we're going to do, A, B, C, and stuff. But we want to see timelines because, for example, on their roadmap, we don't have timelines. For example, they are saying build project is currently in development, where the team is dedicated to have initial beta ready by Q2 2023, including yPredict predictions, yPredict analytics, yPredict terminal. This phase also includes token development and sales listing promotions. Already by their roadmap, they are behind schedule, right? Because we are already entering Q4 and they are saying these things should be ready by Q2. And if we just looked at it right now, here they're still saying yPredict marketplace is coming soon, yPredict predictions is coming soon, right? yPredict analytics is coming soon, yPredict editor is still coming soon. The only thing live is backlink estimator. So this is a huge red flag, guys, right? It's a huge red flag. Why do they say by Q2 these things are going to be ready, but up until now they are still coming soon, right? That's a huge red flag. That just shows you that. And they haven't even updated here this statement. They could have just gone and updated. It's simple to just go and update that these things are going to come into Q1 2024, right? Because nobody forced them to say Q2 2023, right? So this is a huge red flag. I've seen projects that promise a huge multitude of stuff and deliver nothing. So make note of this, guys. This is a huge red flag. These things were supposed to be released, but according to their website here, they are still impending. And then now they talk about growth as part of their roadmap, as well as engage and scale. This is also a huge red flag because they are not attaching timelines like they did here on the build. I see this in multiple projects where they don't actually put the timelines when they expect to reach certain milestones. They do that because they don't want to be held accountable, right? Because if you can't hold a project accountable, how do you know that they are going to actually do all of these things that they promised in a timely manner and to keep the project relevant, right? We've seen multiple projects that had a lot of development and all that. They even delivered on the development, but the project is no longer relevant. No one cares about it. So you need to see action in terms of some of these things. And of course, in our analysis, one of the most important things is to look at the team. We want to see that these are real people and it's not just some profiles that have been pulled off LinkedIn. So we see the CEO Raj Sharma, right? We see here, one of the things when you're looking at a project is you want to ensure that his current position on LinkedIn actually does match the project name. For example, here we see that CEO yPredict, right? And we do see he's got 500 plus connections, right? And you can see that The profile is quite active here. There are some posts here and there, right? And this is the CEO, and we have also seen that we've got the CTO, Chirag, right? The CTO, and for Chirag says why CTO, yPredict is a freelance for yPredict, right? I don't know. That's quite weird for me. You would expect it to be full time, right? But you've got different types of companies out there, right? Structures or employment structures, rather. That's why you see here they're saying that freelance CTO, that's a new one to me, and currently present position self-employed, right? So that's some of the things that you can take a look at, because, for example, if you take a look at the CEO, how committed is he to this project? You see here, he's working full time on yPredict AI. He's also working full time on Rainsec Technologies Incorporated, right? So that's one of the things. If you are investing into a project, you have to ask yourself: is the CEO going to have enough time to focus on to yPredict, or maybe his main gig is actually this Rainsec Technologies, right? So, and then this can actually contribute to the project moving much slower, right? And will just ensure that you don't really get anywhere. The project doesn't really go anywhere because it's committed to something that he deems more important. It's important to look at some of these things, right? We also see here, this is the head of AI, Sirojidin, the head of AI, and his position, his current position, is present position. Here you see it's a postdoctoral researcher. Seems like that's his main gig. And it seems like it's only started now in August. So he actually took a job recently, right? And he's also freelancing on Upwork. He's been doing that for the last 2 years. And also present freelancing for computer vision research engineer, present as well, tutor with people and all that. So you do see that he's quite committed with the multiple. He doesn't even have yPredict, right, on his LinkedIn profile. And AI is actually the major, it's actually even called yPredict.ai, right? And the head of AI is not listed yPredict on anywhere on his profile. That's actually suspicious to me. It's important to go and drill down into some of these little things, right? And lastly, we have the blockchain developer Haide Ali, right? So you see here the full stack blockchain developer, and if you look at the experience, how many connections, 500 plus connections, and you see here that he's got a present position at eLiquid Labs as a blockchain developer. He's also doing some Upwork gigs, right, for about 1 year, 10 months now, and a blockchain developer for yPredict since September 2022 until now, right? So he's working full time for them, but he's got some side hustles that he's also doing right here, right? So it does check out. So in terms of the team, some question marks, but some things to, not question marks rather, but some things to take note, whether the team will be able, is actually committed to some of this stuff, right? So you have to be extremely careful, right, when it comes to some of this, like, is this CEO not overcommitting himself? This is a brilliant idea, right? So overall, looking at all of this, is this legit or is it a scam? To me, it seems like the people behind the project are quite legit. There are people behind the project, but the project itself, is it legit? Well, that we have to wait and see. But so far, it's way better than some of the outright scams that we've been covering on the channel. For this one, what I do tell you guys is don't invest in the pre-sale. Wait for it to launch. Chances are the price is going to drop, and you can even buy it much cheaper and get answers as to why they have not actually launched on their promise. You see coming soon here, they haven't launched, right? According to their roadmap, they say that this stuff was supposed to be already launched in Q2, and Q4 is now ending on Thursday. Q3 is ending on Thursday. We are now entering Q4, right? And they haven't done some of this stuff. So that's some of the things that you need to ask for this one, right? There are some question marks in the project, but I don't think this one is an outright scam. Just play it safe, invest after the launch. If you really want to invest into it, give it some time, get answers to those questions, and you should be well positioned, right, to not lose a lot of capital, investment capital, right, into this one. So this is my review for this one. If you're interested for me to do more reviews, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up to the video, and I'll see you in the next one.